YouTube, what's up? It's your boy Nigel coming back at y'all with yet another video. And yes, you saw the title. Today I'm going to be telling y'all everything you need to know about the S&P 500. Let's go. Now, when you first start investing, sometimes it can be a little bit overwhelming with all the options you have to choose from. But one of the most popular options that people like to pick is index funds. Now, this most popular index fund is called the S&P 500. And in this video, I'm going to show you all everything you need to know as far as what is it and discussing if it's worth your investment. Now, the first S&P index was launched in 1923 as a joint project by the Standard Statistical Bureau and Porter's Publishing. The original index covered 233 companies in 26 different industries. These two companies merged in 1941, becoming the Standard & Poor's Index, also known as the S&P. Now, of course, you're going to need to know a little bit more than just the background of the S&P 500 to figure out if it's a good enough investment for you. So just like the name suggests, the S&P 500 holds 500 companies, which represents the largest and most liquid companies in the United States. The sectors that it holds ranges from technology and software companies to banks and manufacturers. I'm going to get into exactly what it holds a little bit later in the video, but the index itself was created by a private company, but this is probably the best measuring stick you could find for market performance today. Now, the first thing I want y'all to know is the limitations of the S&P 500. Now, the S&P 500 is an index fund that is market cap weighted. Basically, what this means is, let's take Apple, for example, which has the highest market cap value right now. This is going to have a lot bigger impact on the S&P 500's price versus a stock in there that has a way lower market cap value. The problem with this is that if Apple, or let's say Tesla, which is a lot of people say it's inflated right now, if it keeps on going, it could impact the S&P 500 as well and make it overvalued and make it not really enticing for people to buy. Now, for this reason, a lot of people have found their way into equally weighted index funds where each stock has the same amount of impact on the index. Now, the second thing I want you to know about the S&P 500 is its holdings. Now, I'm going to put something on the screen right here that's going to show y'all. Of course, I'm going to read it all for you. So this is by sector and percentage wise. So first off, we have information technology, which is at 27% of the S&P 500. Next, we have healthcare, which is 14%, consumer discretionary, which is 11%, communication services, which is 10.9%, financials, which is 9.8%, industrials, 7.9%, consumer staples, 7%, utilities, 3%, real estate, 2%, materials, 2%, and last but not least, energy, which holds 2.5% of the index as well. By looking at this, you can see exactly where your money's going. Of course, technology is holding a big percentage of this currently. Things can always change because stocks can get removed from the index. The market caps can get a little bit higher, or a little bit lower. You never know, but you just want to know exactly where your money is going when you put it. And if you're interested, I'm going to leave a link in the description. This is just going to show you every single stock that's held by the S&P 500 right now. As you can see, I'm scrolling through it right now. You can see and pick out your favorite stocks. You know, they got Tesla in there, Coca-Cola. You're going to find a lot of common names that you see, McDonald's, things that you see every single day are probably going to be in the index fund. So make sure you check that out. So the next thing we have is the criteria for stock selection to be in the S&P 500. So I don't know if everybody knows this, but the S&P 500 doesn't just randomly pick stocks. It has a specific criteria for a stock to actually get into the index fund, and I'm about to go over them right now. So the first one is they must be a company from the United States. It must have a market cap of at least 8.2 billion. Its shares must be highly liquid. It has to have at least 50% of its outstanding shares available for public trading. It must report positive earnings in the most recent quarter. The sum of its earnings in the previous 4 quarters must be positive. And any company that completes these criteria will be available for consideration of the S&P 500, but that does not exactly mean that they're going to get in And of course, priority will go to the companies that have the highest market cap value. And last but not least, we have the disadvantages of investing in the S&P 500. Now, with everything, it's an opportunity cost. Of course, if you invest in the S&P 500, you're going to get a guaranteed 10% return, because over decades, it has shown that people have gotten a 10% return year after year. So you wouldn't really have to worry about that. You don't have to manage as much, but the only problem is you're forfeiting the right to actually get higher returns than market performance. A lot of people see this as a problem. Some people don't. Some people learn after they lose a whole bunch of money that, I'm going to just rock with the easy mode. But regardless of what you pick, it's always up to you. I wouldn't say anything is bad as long as you do your research, you study it, you read some books on it, get informed, so you can make the best decision that works for you. But I appreciate y'all for watching the video. If you learned something, don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I'm coming out with more content every single week, so stay tuned for that. Fitness, finance, self-care, stay tuned. Don't forget to hit the notification bell if you want to be notified every time I post a video. I appreciate y'all for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.